Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. This episode we're going to do some stuff, yeah. Anyway, I'd like to start off this episode by dedicating it to my friend Madeline. I was telling her about this channel yesterday, and I decided to dedicate this episode to her because she is a really cool and awesome person, and my script just fell, so I guess I'll have to improvise now. Yeah, okay. No, yeah, everything was a lie. She wrote that script and told me to read it, and then it fell, so that's awkward. Well, I'm going to send this to her, and she'll be mad at me, and that'll be fun. But yeah, let's keep moving on. Let's get past this. And I'll go back to talking about the game. And Madeline, you can stop watching now because yeah, your time in the spotlight is over. I'm not gonna endorse you anymore. Anyway, back to the game. We are in Bowser's back, and Toadsworth like, hey yo, let me shove my stick in this hole, and it didn't really do anything. So yeah, we're gonna have to help Bowser out because his back is in a large amount of pain. So there's that. And Toadsworth's like, hey yo, you can do whatever you want, and you'll solve this problem because you're the Mario Bros. And blah blah blah. So basically, what we have to do is drill in and hang out here. Bowser's like, hey, I think it's working, and then Toadbird is like, hey, I've been looking for you, Toadsworth, and blah blah blah. Basically, we're just gonna have to sit here for a long time, and even though I sped it up, it still took a really long time. So yeah, I'm just gonna start talking about random stuff like I normally do. And what better random thing to talk about than music? Yeah, am I right? I was listening to the album Permanent Vacation by Aerosmith earlier today. I haven't gotten all the way through it yet. I'm about 2/3 of the way through, I think. That's a pretty good album. It's regarded as like their comeback album. It's got the iconic Dude Looks Like a Lady, which I'm sure all of you have heard. And then it has Ragtime as well, which I like. Is that, no, Ragdoll. Ragdoll? Yeah, Ragdoll. And yeah, it uses trumpets, which is really cool. Trumpet's a good instrument. So yeah, that's my musical topic for today. Here we're starting to speed up all the waiting because when you're, you know, like 7 years old and you play DS all day, it's good to take a break every once in a while, but when you're doing a Let's Play and you're trying to make things at least somewhat interesting, having a waiting session is not particularly interesting. So I just sped it up because I didn't want to cut it out entirely. But yeah, it takes about 3 minutes or so, I think. I don't know. I wasn't really counting. It's like that puzzle in Earthbound where you're trying to, when you're in Saturn Valley and you have to wait by the waterfall. So yeah, we loosened Bowser's back up, and then yeah, that's what's happening. Bowser's looking limber, so he can do yoga now, I guess. I tried Yoga X from P90X and got like 40 minutes through it. Jeez, that is one of the hardest things I've ever done. Oh my god, it was so painful. I'm not a particularly flexible person by nature. You know, this is random. Shouldn't Bowser rolling around to like throw around everyone inside his body? Oh well, I guess they didn't ask me. Anyway, yeah, but Yoga X is extremely hard, and I really didn't want to give up, but I just had to. I mean, I didn't have to, but I was just in too much pain to continue going, so I gave up. That was actually the farthest I ever got into P90X was 3.5 days because I was just forced to give up because of Yoga X. It was not fun. But yeah, I've done other parts of the P90X stuff, though. I was doing Aperture X pretty consistently for a few months last year, and I actually really didn't see that much progress, which is disappointing, but oh well. Anyway, Starlow's like, hey yo, you gotta go save Princess Peach and stuff, and Bowser's like, alright, you got it. And Bowser's going to roll up into a ball to get out, press R to switch to the ball action, and yeah, that happens, and that's cool and fun. Everybody's having a good time. We're going to talk to Brock Monzier here, and we're going to negative ionize ourselves, because yeah, that's going to heal us. That'll be fun. Okay, in other news, let's see. On Versus, they just started the new Super Mario Galaxy 2 Versus, and it kind of inspired me to try and finish Super Mario Galaxy 2, because I got over 200 stars and just gave up playing it. So, I have 241 now. I've completed the Grandmaster Galaxy, or I got the star from the Grandmaster Galaxy, and I grinded for star bits to get up to 9,999. And, yeah, I have to do the perfect run, or whatever it's called now. That is extremely difficult. I can't really get past the, part with the, guys who send out the shockwaves, because that destroys me every time. I get my Blitties here, going back to this game. So I have, 6 that I haven't turned in, and 4 more that I have not collected. And that worried me a little bit, because 4 seemed like a lot, but fortunately there are 4 enemies in this area, so I was able to get all of the Blitties. And the reward for getting all the Blitties is pretty great. So yeah, that happens. We're going to, you can use your Bowser's new move to break through the blocks, which is pretty nice. They don't stay broken, which is weird. And kind of annoying, but it's alright. I, showed this battle where we're fighting these guys as Bowser now. And yeah, you just use the shell to block them, and then they will hurt themselves. And it will be a party, and we will all have a good time. And you can actually, like, come up, like, come out of the shell and then go back into the shell and still not get hurt, which is kind of weird. But yeah, there's our 12th Bloody, yeah. So these guys are essentially the same as when we fought them with Mario and Luigi, just now that they are, we're fighting them with a Bowser. So it's a little bit different, but only a little, not too much. And then if you get your punches off and you time them correctly, you can avoid taking damage from that guy, which is nice. Their head can fly off, and as I found out, as you'll see in a little bit, they can actually regrow a body, which I believe I mentioned a couple episodes ago, which is pretty annoying. So you want to make sure you inhale them to avoid that. Or maybe you'll just get lucky and they'll fly away. Although I only think they will fly away if they're the only enemy on screen. Oh man, this episode is 21.5 minutes long, which is longer than some of the other ones I've been doing. So this is going to be pretty difficult to get through this, because the last one was only like 14 minutes. Jeez. So yeah, I really don't know what I'm going to talk about. This will be fun. So, okay, I guess I'll talk about other stuff I'm doing in my life. I started following this blog called Nerd Fitness, which is pretty fun. I subscribed to it and been getting emails daily now. And since the dude who runs it is a nerd, he puts exercise stuff in terms of quests and whatnot, like you might see in an RPG or something like, I don't know, Final Fantasy or World of Warcraft or something like that. So that's really cool. It actually makes it a lot more fun because it's like a game. Oh, fun fact, you cannot punch these guys. You cannot punch any flying enemies, which will become relevant in a few episodes. Anyway, yeah, so if you want to check it out, Nerd Fitness is pretty cool. It makes exercising a lot more fun. So I have been enjoying doing that for the past couple days. And I assume if you're watching Let's Plays on the internet, you're probably a nerd. So Nerd Fitness is probably right up your alley. We're going to come inside Peach's castle now, because I guess the only character we have that can get there as Bowser. I don't think there's any way for Mario and Luigi to get inside. Although technically they're inside right now because they're inside Bowser, who is inside Peach's castle. Anyway, there's lots of stuff to get here, which is nice. So we're going to do that and get all this money because we need the money. We have a new enemy here. These guys are called blocky, sleepy hand guys. That's actually their name, I swear. These Bob-omb guys are like alarm clocks and they're very annoying. The guy will hit them off, unfortunately. But he'll wake up as soon as either you attack him or one of the bombs explodes. You get another bloody from him, which is pretty cool. I'm going to fight these bomby dudes now inside Bowser. Might be a good idea to, whenever you switch to Bowser, to heal the bros, because you might be in a situation like this where they're not at full health and you have to fight enemies. So that's something to keep in mind. I don't know what happens if like you game over with the bros while you're in a fight inside Bowser. I assume it's just like the same as a game over. And I was like remarkably bad at hitting those guys. But I got the second one, which is good. And Luigi is dizzy, which sucks. You never want to be dizzy. So I healed him. I'm not quite sure why. I used a regular mushroom, but oh well. And was able to block, fortunately this time. And hey, we got rid of that guy, which is nice. This guy, when he's asleep, he shoots snot bubbles at us, which is kind of gross. We're going to punch him now to wake him up. I think he only has 2 attacks, snot bubbles, and this one he's about to use right here, where he has these blocks. And then he drops the blocks on us. I actually forgot to zoom out for the first time he did the attack, but I think I zoomed out for the second time, so you'll be able to see it. Although you're really not missing much by only seeing the bottom screen, honestly. Yeah, here we go. We just have to try and punch as many blocks as we can. Just try and time it well so that you can punch more. And then block the box. Yeah, block the boxes with your... or block the blocks, I guess, with your shield. Now we're level 20. We are gold boss rank. It might suggest that we are done because there's no more emblems to fill. But with both the bros and Bowser, there is an extra rank to fill, even once all your little icons are filled. That involves getting to a high level, and it was too high for me. I didn't particularly care enough to go do that, so I didn't. But now we can equip another item. I decided to go with the Peace Ring, which restores HP, which is pretty similar, or it's almost exactly the same, to the Nurse Socks that we have on Mario. So they're one of these guys, and I'm not going to show that battle because there's no point in doing so. Oh my god. I think I just yawned and water came out of my mouth, like into my mic. It's kind of gross. Anyway, there's Swafflecopters here. I'm gonna just try to clean off my mic there in case I got spit on it. It's really gross. And Fawful's like, oh yeah, I'm kind of surprised that you got here, but I will still defeat you. And these Swafflecopters all have keys. Color of the key corresponds to the color of the door, as you can see here. It's extremely exciting, as you can tell by the tone of my voice. So we are going to chase after these keys, and yeah, it'll be a good time chasing around the castle. Castle? This is actually freshman year when I was, we were on a band trip, and I was, I brought my DS with me on the bus ride because it was like a 3-hour bus ride or whatever, and I brought this game, and I was pre-playing because I was like, oh, I'm doing a Let's Play of this game, so I can pre-play so I can get ready. And this was actually as far as I got. I believe I got the first key and then couldn't find the other 2. And after replaying it for the Let's Play, I'm really not sure how I couldn't find it because it's really not that hard to get them. But yeah, it's weird. It's like, for as much as I pre-played, I only finally, like, 3 years later, finally got here. 3.5, I guess. Oh, that's pretty cool, I guess. We have a new enemy here, a Dark Trasher. Similar to the Trashers we fought before, but stronger. So yeah, don't get hit by their attacks because that's not fun, and you'll have to heal. gonna use a, let's see, what did I, ooh, hot drumstick. Solid choice by myself. They pretty much only have this attack, I think. And then I was like, oh, the first one I punched was a mushroom. So I was like, oh yeah, shoot, I better not punch the mushroom. So I decided to wait for the next thing, and then it was not a mushroom, and I totally got wrecked. We're gonna suck in this, bomb here. Oh, we got a bloody. This is our second to last bloody. Our penultimate bloody. I don't know what that thing is that's eating these guys, because it would have to, like, already be inside Bowser's body, which is kind of weird. These guys, let's see what they're called. I guess I will not get to see. They kind of look like Shy Guys. They're probably called bandits or something. Dark Fawful guy. Okay, so they are Shy Guys, just controlled by Fawful. Makes sense. Appears that they only have this one attack. I feel, yeah, okay, they do have a second one. That attack does not look particularly hard to avoid, but I made it hard because I guess I'm just not that good at this game. So yeah, these guys aren't too bad. They're certainly worse enemies to fight inside Bowser's body, like those Bob-omb guys we saw a minute ago. I'm yawning again, so obviously I'm very enthralled with this game, as you can tell. We're going to fight this guy again, and I'm going to get wrecked some more, but it'll be okay. We'll make it through. I think the combat with Bowser is always easier than that with the bros. And at first he was like, here, check on my treasure. And then he's like, nah, never mind, I'm just gonna run away. So yeah, that happened. We're approaching 17 minutes here, so we're almost done with the episode. We got like 5 minutes left or so. I'm surprised I made it through all this way. I'm coming in this freezer here, and I really think the only purpose of this freezer is for this Fawful-copter to hide, because I don't think there's actually anything of note there. Besides that, oh my god, so much yawning. So, decided to come attack this dark, whatever this guy's called. Our last enemy, holding a Blitty, our last standard enemy, you know. These guys are actually pretty hard to deal with, because I guess they're like, you know, the hardest plain enemy or whatever. But I was able to make it through. Spoiler alert, I did not lose this fight. This is, I don't know why I tried to punch there, but yeah, you just kind of shield and then come up when it turns to 0 and then punch him. It's not particularly difficult. We're going to vacuum this guy. Look at our last Blitty. It's 4 Blitties in one episode, which is pretty nice. So if you're playing along, using this as a guide, you can go and talk to Brockmonzier and get your reward for all the Blitties now, and I'll do that in a little bit. So yeah, we actually, after this, we'll be able to cut out every single enemy fight, because I've shown everything now, except for bosses, obviously. There's still one attack right here. This is the last attack that we've not seen, and I failed miserably trying to block that. The Trasher was like, screw you guys, I'm going home. And yeah, I think I probably did a little bit better. Even though it might seem like you're punching too early, just punch right when it turns to 0. Maybe not right when it turns, but like just when you see that it's 0, that's a good time to do it. And that worked for me once I like figured that out in later fights with these guys. So yeah, do that. And then we will... I seem to have gotten good at this. Never mind, I guess I didn't get good at avoiding that attack. I did later, though. I'm kind of living life on the edge here, waiting to heal, but it looks like it worked out for me, because that guy was like, screw you guys, I'm going home. And I cut out a trip to the menu there, and we are going to go chase after that Fawful-copter, and we will be victorious and capture it. Not capture it, but just destroy it and take the key. So yeah, that'll happen. I tried to, oh geez, come around here and get him, but he is too high up to do that. So it took me a little bit to figure out that you're supposed to use this thing. Just push it back, and then it will launch you, and then you can go get it, which will be cool. So yeah, do that. And now we have the key, just like the key from Pikmin 2, which unlocks challenge mode. Not just like, they're actually pretty different, but they are both keys, so they're similar in that regard. So yeah, we're going to skip this battle with this guy, and go see what that key will bring us. There's another key in here, and he's really not that hard to get, but I could not figure it out when I was recording it the first time. So I was just, oh, I guess I didn't even try this time. Oh, I did try this time. And then, yeah, he really just hangs out in this room, so it's not particularly difficult to get to him. So yeah, I ended up doing that later. But anyway, we're nearing the end of the episode here. So I'll do my outro now. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next episode. If you liked this episode, and you probably didn't, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. It looks like I might have started my outro a little bit too early, but in the next episode, we will finish up, or at least continue, our exploration of Peach's Castle, get those other keys, and do some stuff. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Wahoo!